Hey friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how you can use Conda or mini Conda on your Linux machine, how you can create a new virtual environment with different Python than your default system Python installation. So let's head over to the Conda website. So since you are here, and I assume that you know what is a virtual environment. So if you have a Python installed on your system, then you know that you use different virtual environments for different kind of projects, like one kind of virtual environment for say machine learning data science project, another virtual environment for Flask or Django projects. But if you want to use different version of Python, let's say at this point we are having Python 3.8, but if you want to use, let's say, Python 3.6 or Python 3.7, because different packages are not yet supported for 3.8. For example, Rasa, a chatbot development environment, is not yet supported on 3.8, Python 3.8. It supports 3.6 and 3.7. So when you want to use a total different Python environment and Python version than the current installed on your default installation on your system, in that case you use Conda. Conda will help you install. It will create a whole new virtual environment inside which you have a different Python version and all the packages supported on that version, so you can easily use that and create your projects. So for that you need to install Conda on your machine. There are two things. One is mini Conda, which is a minimal version of Conda. The second one is Conda. Now this Conda is specifically for people who want to use this Conda environment for machine learning or data science project, because Conda, when you install it, it default installs all the famous packages like TensorFlow and scikit-learn and PyTorch and these kind of packages with it whenever you create a new virtual environment. So this is mini Conda, and I'll show this demo with mini Conda. So for Windows, for Mac, and since I'm using Linux, I will download it for Linux. And before using it, you should check the latest Python installation on your system. I have 3.8.3 installed on my local system, so I will download it. You see here installation instructions. Let's go to the regular installation, and on Linux you can use this command to install mini Conda. Now once the mini Conda is installed, you can first download Conda cheat sheet. Okay, this seems old one. Oh, maybe this is the latest one. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay, yeah. So when you install Conda, and if it is successfully installed, you can check it with this command conda info. Okay, so it gives information about the Conda installation on your system. It says version 4.9.1. Okay, now the first thing we will do is we will create a new virtual environment with different Python version. So you can see create a new virtual environment with a specific Python version. So let's use this. It says Conda. And meanwhile, one more thing is that if you are using ZSH in your terminal, and if you don't see or if you find some problem using this, you go to bash rc, copy this Conda initialization code and go to ZSHRC and paste that code in ZSHRC and log out and do login, and you will find that Conda working on ZSH in the same way. Now I'll say Conda create -- name. I will give my Python, let's say Python 3.6 and Python equals to 3.6. I hit enter. So it will say that following packages will be installed by default. I say yes. So you can see it will by default install the latest 3.6.12 Python version on that virtual environment. Okay, now virtual environment is created. To activate that virtual environment, we need to write conda activate and the virtual environment name. Now you can see I am in the Py36 virtual environment, which has Python 3.6 installed. You can say conda deactivate to exit from that environment, and now if I say Python 3 or Python, which is default, you can see I have Python 3.8. So in this way you can use two different versions of Python on your system and use it for your project work. Now if you say you will have all the list of packages installed on a particular environment, for that we need to first activate environment, let's say Py36. Now you are in the environment, you can say conda list. It will list all the default packages and you can see Python 3.6.12 is there. You can check all the environment list. So I have two environment, Python 3.6 and 3.7, and this is the base environment. This is default based on your Python installed on your system globally. So you can see different commands here. Now there are two ways with which you can install a particular package, one using Conda and one using pip. Let's say we want to install Flask. You see, this is the command, pip command for Flask. So first you need to be in a environment where you want to install Flask or any other package. Now you can do Conda install Flask. This is the one way, or you can use standard pip install Flask. Now if you say Conda list, so you can see Flask is installed and some other packages related to Flask are installed here. Now you can use Flask for your project. So in this way you can use Conda and install different version of Python on your system. I hope this video is useful to you, and see you in the next video. Till then, peace.